Alright, back again. As always, just like every day, right? Because I can't leave. I can't leave while there's factory to be built. Alright, today. We just built factory today. I don't really have anything to do, really. So we just move forward. And the thing to do now is to make oleochemicals. Now keep in mind, the entire reason I set up the agricultural area is because I wanted to make Renea. If I'm making Renea, I might as well make everything because I want to use this oleochemicals recipe for primary production oleochemicals without having to go through slaughtering anything because I didn't want to do that. Looks like Sporopollenin is used in a few things. It's going to get a box. Silver foam and Sporopollenin make biopolymer. That looks like it's probably useful in a lot of places, huh? Yeah. Alright, so Sporopollenin definitely needs to be made en masse. So let's see what we can do about this, eh? And I think I have a little bit of a plan, right? Probably shouldn't have picked those up. Because now these bots are gonna be... I want that. No, give me all that. Give it to me. Okay, I'll take it from the inside. Fine. I'll stop fighting. That one too, and that one. Jeez. Why do they do exactly as I commanded? Could they not understand what I meant instead? Oh. Where did I put the... Wasn't it very early? I made spore collectors for some prerequisite of some other building. Right here. Oh, and we don't ever move them on either. That's kind of sucky. Alright, let's go pick up the other 3 then. Because I thought there was going to be a pack of 10 waiting. Oh, wait a second. This predates that, so you're not regulated. Right. Got it. Good to see that. Glad to check. Alright, okay. Anyway. Oh, and there's another thing I was trying to think about. Here. Let's have a brainwave collectively, friends. Bulk inserters. These guys only use 4. Oh, stack inserters are so great. Stack inserters are straight broken, and I kind of feel bad for using them. But I'm not going to stop, so what's the point? Alright, so Sporopollenin. That's Renea and stuff I pull from the air, right? And I think right here is where this is going to happen. And I'm going to just belt the Renea over into a proper collector, of course. But still, belting it still. Right there. And then right there. What I need now is try to get a rough idea of what we're doing, because these guys are big and we need a lot of them. Actually, we did this before, didn't we? We did all the math and we came up with this sort of system. So this produces every 5 seconds, yeah? Every 5 seconds it spits out a spore, all these guys. And then right here, every 5 seconds it eats all those spores. So yeah, this is kind of the core thing we want, and it does fit. It does fit. Now there's a little bit of a problem here, in that we have to get it out, the Sporopollenin. But we have a... Oh, and we have no vias here. So, So how are we going to do this, I say? Oh, please stop. No, no, no. Come into the center of my country. Alright, so no vias is a big problem. It just barely fitting. What is that, a bioreactor? I need to go get some then. So what we can do is this, right? We can have the spores come out like so. Yes? And then the spores come out like so. Like, do I want to be stack inserting this? I don't think it's really a great idea, because this is the only way to make these spores, and it's never going to be worth it. Alright, so no stack inserter right here. And we save a little space. That still means we do this. Then right here you come up and down. There we go. And so we're never going to need more than one of these. Even stim to hell. Like maybe a couple of these. Stack inserters will never be needed, he says, using extremely strong language. Well, this says that the space for vias for beacons will be in the center. So we grab you and we do this. We're not, I repeat, not putting them on the same belt. That leaves space for beacons if I was ever to do a an underground belt right there. So now we need Renea in, and this is where the Renea comes in before. And so I guess the Sporopollenin comes out right here. Right here. And that's like generally what we do. Or it just comes up and down. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's the stuff. Alright, let's go get some bioreactors. Do I have any? First question. That seems really unlikely, doesn't it? We're gonna need like 6 of these, maybe more, so just grab a stack. Just a whole stack of bioreactors, right? Just having a normal one right over here. Bioreactors are not an alien life? Question mark. Bioreactors are the bubbly dotty things, and they are in fact an alien life. Where are you, bubbly dotty thing? I actually don't see it. Get rid of that. Actually, why is data array in? Oh, I suppose it does belong here. Okay, where is it? I don't see it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. It was right in front of my face the entire time. Good to know. Great to feel the grip of slow mental degeneration taking hold. Alright, so we're going to do something like that. And you should be running 24/7 once the Renee is here. It's like we can... Oh, that's where it's coming from. Yeah. The Renea comes up like this. You need... It's going to be like this. And then we leap. Or not even that. No, there's no room to put it in the center because there's only 5 deep. Well, okay then. Now we have a problem, I suppose. Nice. Get something level 2. My inserters are even better. Nah, no thanks. 16's a good number. Plastic 3 doesn't go anywhere. Phytomining is... Oh, what's this? Next level trees. Next level moss. I mean, that seems like a good idea. Right? Symbiosis is something I need to do, but that's not coming for a while. So, don't look at that. Like, this is really interesting, but I can't use it. And thermosolar. Where's the other bots? Nuclear power, we can research that. That's kind of required. There we are. There's the other bots. I mean, it's... Getting here is not going to be easy. No. It's stuff I already have. And then... The logistic Pynobot takes super steel, but the other one doesn't. It takes what I have today. Alright, let's go do that. Let's head that way. I mean, we're gonna have to do this sometime, right? Yep. So, now we try to navigate this puzzle right here. So, what we have is we need Renea in. It has to come out like this. And if it's going to tile correctly, this is how it has to live. Only, we don't have the space for stack inserters now, right? I suppose I could do 2 belts of Renea, one going by at different places, like right here. And that's silly enough to work, right? And then we have 2 outs. Now we're getting into just real kind of, okay, just silly is the most polite way to put it. There are more harsh ways you could put it. So you could go out right here, and you can go out right here. Point is, we want to come down like this. I suppose we have to do that. Well, no, we don't have to. And up and down. That. We both want to get on that, but that doesn't work now, does it? Well, yeah, this isn't my proudest achievement right here. The point is it tiles, right? It tiles. So I can go put one right here, and it doesn't, I guess? Oh, wait a second. Why aren't I seeing... Yeah. It should work. Why don't you tile? Those are too far apart to tile, and I need to bring them in by 2. Which is bad. I suppose I could leave no space. And that'll be alright. So if this is... Will I be able to get 3 in here? Here, let's find out. I also have to leave some space to actually export the Sporopollenin, right? Yes. I will be, but there's no logistic space anywhere right here. I mean, I can get rid of this windmill. That's no huge sin. Especially if I actually use this space for something. No need to be a slave to the dogmatism of the windmill. Okay. So this is going to take a lot, and I mean a lot of spore collectors, right? Okay, I guess we can make this work, right? So we go right there, and then we leave a couple vias to use the space that we got. Like we take a space right there, put it right there, and the bots just start screaming at me, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Problem with this is we don't have a place to put this out. Like, do I just have a truncated version over here and just acknowledge that this one isn't going to work so well? Like, go down on one of the Naven spores to have a output right here. Well, it means I'll have to take out 2. Do I abide in efficiency? This also kind of has a problem, is it's not going to be able to... No, it's going to be too slow. That was my thought all along, right? So yeah, the Sporopollenin comes out like that. I suppose I could move everything up, but no, it doesn't leave space for beacons in the center then. Beginning to wonder if I have good ideas or bad ideas here. Space in the center for beacons is good. The general spacing is good. This is wacky. There's no other way to put it. This is simply wacky. Why aren't you going the wrong way? This is Renea should be coming up. Right here. Oh, it is going the wrong way. Alright, let me fix all that. That's right, right? Are you still not connected? Did you have to be brought down by one? I think that's actually what happened. So, wait a second. Probably should have not have copied and pasted that. So, both of you have to be pulled up. There's no switching anything around, so that doesn't work. This is 100% not my most elegant design. But maybe it's okay. Maybe. Alright, let's look at this one more time. This is already... He's going the wrong way again. Coming up. Go up. Probably should have connected them before I started moving everything, right? Up. Alright, so we'll get the Renee in and it will come over. And then we'll make these spores. And I guess we just run inefficiently down here. And that's fine-ish, I suppose. And we're going to need a lot more of these things. We do not have nearly enough. Like right... Oh wait, we want the entire thing. It's like you all go right there. These guys are going to start ahead of time. That's going to be annoying. No, and we don't want that, fortunately. Okay, good. Oh, I should have electrified everything first. Ah, well, whatever. And now we want to do the same thing, but just with these guys. It's going to be inefficient. It's going to be missing some spore collectors, and I guess that's fine. I'm going to cope to myself and say that's fine. We're probably way overproducing. Okay, the theme of this game is way overproducing, right? So we've taken, so before it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. No, just 8, and we knocked out 2, so 6. And so there's just no good way to do that. Like, no, just live like this, friends. It's not going to be good. There's no happy ending for anyone here. Speaking of no happy ending, we're going to have to go on the power line. I guess it's a good thing I got rid of the windmill right here. Because the space is required. I do love my windmills, but I am not so dogmatic about them that I force windmills when I need the space for something else. There we go. Sporopollenin maker. Probably center that a little better, right? Make it just a little better. Right there. That looks a little better. Take the time to make your base beautiful. You will not regret it. Beauty is its own reward. Alright, so now speaking of... Oh... Well, no, screw it. We're going to do this slightly improperly. Like, okay, so what I'm doing is wrong. What I should be doing is putting a Renea caravan in, and then feeding a belt over, and then just not hooking up a whale. If there ever comes a time where these Renea plantations can't supply this because of, like, okay, so let's imagine I make it an enormous ultra base, and this plantation is not enough, and I have to build another. I just copy and paste all this like 3 more times elsewhere. But all of them are still exporting over here, and this is going to have to draw on Renea. So it draws into a caravan outpost. So the point of having central sorting over here is that no matter how many instances I have producing a single product, it all goes to central sorting, and it gets pulled out of central sorting for any use. And so while I'm going to break that paradigm here, because I don't think it's going to actually matter, it means that in the far future, if I have many Renea blocks like this, this one is going to have to be extra special wired up so that it takes for the Sporopollenin first. And I think we have a problem on top of a problem, right? Because we set up this so it gets the seeds here. So the traditional thing to do would be something like this. And then move this. Okay, and then be consumed by self-loathing. Out of dirt. We probably can't put dirt down because we're just stuffed up here. So what we're doing now is 1, 2. Oh, and it's not enough. Dang a dang dang, ding a dong dang. Oh, you're kidding me. Let me just do that, please. And try to put everything I just picked up in. So alright, so what we're doing right here is we have a Renea export line. We have room to do it. We are breaking with tradition and how I've set this base up to be. Why am I doing this? Because I don't want to put a caravan on this. And I get the feeling that it's going to work just fine like this for a very long time. Okay, fine. Now I need to do I need to decide something. Green wire. Bang, 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 bang. You are only to turn on when Renea seeds are over 5,000. Seeds. So, over 5,000. We only make Sporopollenin after the seeds are being... See, it's already starting to get complicated, isn't it? It's already getting complicated. So I suppose I just accept this, right? I suppose we just let this go with this corruption of our values. But I think it will probably be okay. Probably kinda, sorta gonna be okay. I'm just very committed to lying to myself about how this is actually okay. And, oh, it doesn't go. Alright, we'll go around. I'm not pulling this windmill out, because I don't gotta. Even go right here. Even though I don't think this is any better, honestly. Alright, so that was silly. then right here, and then split apart. Then we can get this show on the road, eh? Make sure this is working properly, though that's, God, this is such a loose term right now. Properly. What does that even mean? No one knows. It's not in the book. See, we already did it wrong. Alright, so pick that back up. Properly, we all understand, deep in our hearts, properly means a straight line. So, right here, just do this. These guys start up. They're going to be slightly imbalanced. Oh no, straight line, not... Okay, we can do that then. Okay, so that does all these guys. So we do the same thing right here. Straight line. I love the sound. Just this deep boom. I could fall asleep to this without any problem. Right there. Okay, going. We may have a plan. We may not have a plan. It is not so important to have a plan as it is important to have the appearance of a plan. The appearance of a plan can take you a very long way. So that's all hooked up. That's making all sorts of pollen. This is another building. It's getting close to having enough going on here. But that little flash it does right there, it's not enough. This building needs more activity. You, of course, aren't going at all. That's fine, and this is fine. Sporopollenin being made. Great. First step towards artificial oleochemicals. Or, I guess artificial isn't really the correct word. Vegan oleochemicals. That's what I'm going for right now. All right, so plan, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. We need to take you over and alarm you up. We need to get rid of this Renea. We need to go get more spore collectors at the end of the episode. That's alright. This is pretty good, right? I've done plenty worse. I mean, plenty worse. The good thing is the spore collector is very close to the start of the belt, meaning it should be hardwired into all of the snake belt stuff, the sushi belt stuff. All right, I must keep my exotic belt type straight. Can I just put you guys back? Now, for my next trick, I go somewhere else. All right, thank you everyone, thank you. I feel good, I feel loved, and we have Sporopollenin. It has to come somewhere over here. And I don't really know where this would go. Like, it should go somewhere biological, but this is all here. You go right next to the petri dishes, alright? No, it goes next to the phenol. Yeah, that's fairly thematic, I think. Because you can take Sporopollenin and make phenol. Do I actually have two of these going right here? I have two right here. That's obviously not right. Hook up. Alright, so then what we want to do is... Okay, that's actually a deeper question than I suspected. Did we not decide... Oh. Yeah, we decided to leave this alone until I get next level Roboports. Alright, so right here, whale hungry. Add destination. Go get Sporopollenin for me. Right here. And I want you to fill cargo. And right here, I want you to empty cargo. And this isn't super duper great. Hello, whale. Thank you for being a whale donor. Because Sporopollenin, okay, for one thing, the block is like a quarter built, or half built, third built. So while we are going, I wonder if we are consuming all the Renea. I mean, it certainly looks like it, right? It's certainly buffered that way. The Renea is going to be the bottleneck eventually. I'm pretty sure, because we're still using the level 1 recipe, and while we did buff it with the upgrade, it's still the level 1 recipe. So I guess I just kind of leave this. Let's take a look. Sporopollenin. Yeah, something happened. Boom. Times 10. And we're not even finished. So we're definitely going to outrun that, but that's fine. Alright, next up. Sporopollenin. Here, let's check on flue gas. Wasn't that a big problem for us a little while ago? It's still a big problem. That's how I wish... Oh wait, that guy's taking flue gas. Are we low on... See, look, these guys... Those 3 guys are going to do nothing. Not a thing. Do I just not have enough chavs? Where am I going? Oh. I have a chav shortage. Alright, let's go take care of that. Add in like 30 more. I don't know what you guys are doing, I don't care. Here, come this way. We have business here. And how many chavs do I have saved up? Not enough. I gotta go get more chavs. Oh, and I have to wire up Sporopollenin. Where did I put you? 3rd tier, 1st row, 2nd in. 3rd tier, 1st. Is phenol just not hooked up? It's not. Phenol. Glad I looked. And there's Sporopollenin. Alright. Excellent. We have done a thing today. Next up. Pyanodons. Which I don't have any of, right? Or did I move? Right here, I did move them. And I don't have enough of them. So all of the above, friends. Let's go get 2 more. Let's go get a whole stack of Pyanodons and some more Gobachovs. Then we will continue with our glorious work. If I can get there without bashing my face into absolutely everything. This is going to be a problem, but I don't care. Goodbye. How are our whales being produced? Not a lot, honestly. What's our bottleneck? Cow DNA? Oh, and you're just going as hard as you can, huh? Oh, because it's not reused anymore. Oh. I need to go get more speed modules. It used to be they had an 85% chance, 80% chance of coming back after use. I should fill up on gas, but I won't. I'll do it later. But now that chance isn't there no more, and we're still suffering here. I wonder why. Why is there suffering, friends? I don't understand. Why does suffering exist? How do we address the problem of evil? We must construct some sort of theodicy in order to explain to ourselves why evil exists and why the world still makes sense regardless. So here we are at a full plus 200%. So it's still going to take a long time to make a whale. But, you know, faster. Alright, so let's just get what I came for, right? Get me some chavs. Go get some floating pyanoports. I know I need more of these. Where did I do that? It's right in this area, right? Yeah. Why do I look at that and just think focus center? That's probably exactly where the inspiration was drawn from, so I guess I am having the proper reaction. Alright, so what we want to do is grab you guys. You guys are great. I guess the problem is we just don't have enough chavs in the world. There you go. All hooked up and ready to go. Guano makers extraordinaire. Hopefully, they need to be filled up with chavs, and you get chavs, and you get chavs. Alright, so, and the rest of the chavs will go in here. I'm pretty sure everyone else is out on duty. Hopefully this never runs out, and hey, that's the other thing. Where's this guy doing? Oh, he's on his way back. How is workers' food doing? Because I think I could almost make this up north, right? No. It requires, dealing with bio stuff, it requires animal cruelty. It's animal cruelty in a can. And we don't do that here. What was I doing before I got confused? What was I doing before the confusion hit? Sporopollenin. I looked at flue gas. That's what happened. I looked and it was a problem that I looked. I wonder if what's happening is if every one of these is getting the same job. Like, look at that. They all launched one. I bet you that's it. I bet you when there's a job to do, every one of them tries to do the job. Like, these guys just all launched. And they're all going to try to haul the fluid, aren't they? Where are you guys going? So I think we're going to be seeing more and more conga lines by this happening. So let's just watch this squad. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think we have 7 biopyanoports up there. So what's your job? What'd you come here for? Saline. So yes, that is 100% what's happening right here. When a job is assigned, every biopyanoport will respond. And it should not be that way. See, if we're already almost out of chavs because we're... Let's see if we can see them all launch at once. Every last one of them. No, that was just one launching. That's just one launching. Something weird is happening, friends. Yeah, and they all come back. They try to find a home. See, there again, another full launch. So is it the job? But they're all going to the same nub, too. Even though I had 2 provider tanks, they all went to that. None of them went to over there. So there is a logic problem. Anyway, let's not think about that. We want to make oleochemicals. All right, look. Let's talk about the actual goal. Iron ore. That has been the goal this entire time. God, I want to process this properly. So to do that, we have to break it up into processed ore, and then we have to, where is it? This one. Then we make this iron in different grades into this one, and it goes into dust after a while, and then into concentrate, and then into fine iron concentrate, and then there's, oh wait, we're almost there. And then we go into pulps, and this is where we need additives. And like, not that one. Where is pulp number 2? Where do we go from here? Here, it's probably faster seen over here. Iron pros. This. We're doing this. This one, easy. This one, super easy. This one is like the end boss of iron processing. Do it right. So we end up with unslimed iron, and with oleochemicals and petroleum sulfonates, we get to this point. And then xylonol, which we have. And then organic solvent, which we have. And water, we got that, we got air. Sulfuric acid, which we have. Armac D12D, we're going to make that today because it comes out of oleochemicals. So we need oleochemicals and Armac and sulfonates. And sulfonates is trivial. Armac. You're in additives, I think, right here. Armac, right there. Lead plate, oleochemicals, ammonia. So we need lead to make the oleochemicals. Sporopollenin, right here. No. We need oleochemicals. Which is, no, right there. Right there. So we need lead plate in for both these things. So we're going to be doing both of these in a block, even though I don't think we probably only need one row of Armac, because Armac isn't used for anything. Yeah, it's used in 2 things. It is using full units. It doesn't take long at all to make. So maybe it's 2 rows. It's important. Alright, so we're going to have one city block. I'm going to make oleochemicals and Armac. Armac's going to be a specialty chemical only on the biofluid network. Oleochemicals will get a tub. So we're going to do that right here, friends. So in order to make oleochem, we need a biofact. And then over here to make Armac, we need mixes. So biofact and mixers. Biofact is almost assuredly right here, right? Then mixa. The better buildings. Why can't I see you, mixa? Is that you, mixa? Yes. Now even pick up 2 stacks because we're probably gonna need more biofacts too. Because 12 is the number. All right. Enough talk. We have done one thing today. We have made sporopollenin. Our goal is 4. I want to get all the additives done today. So after I do this, it's petroleum sulfonates, which I remember as being just trivial. It's crude oil and just like some stuff. So that should not be hard at all. But let us see. Where am I? Factory too big already. Right here, right? Right next to the phenol, which has no special relationship to any of this. It just seems like the right place to be. Okay, good. Good. Alright. Put all that down, boys. Let's got some stuff to do. So first off, we need a lead input. Both these recipes involve lead. And then we need sporopollenin in. we'll figure out how to share this. Then we need our biofacts. Where are you? We're going to do a pot of 4, like we always do. Set you up. We need you to make oleochemicals. So we are 2 things in, 2 liquids out. So that's going to be Mr. Snakebelt, I think. Or do I want to do something different? No. I think this is probably how we have to do this, right? This is the way. And then we need 2 belts in. So that's it's probably most efficient in the center, so snake belt. And then we put we leave space for beacons on the outside. All right, acceptable. So completely standard snake belt right here. We've built it many times before. I'm glad we now understand it enough to be able to build it from scratch. Oh, wrong button. Right there. There we go. Snake belt. Snake belt. And then we're just going to decorate you. You need in and in. This takes how long? 5 seconds, which is going to be a lot less. So yeah. How close are we to refined syngas? Can I just tap in normally? I mean, that seems like an okay idea. I mean, not the worst. I mean, it's using a line which doesn't strictly have to be used. But at the same time, it relieves pressure on the Gorbachev system, which is probably important. Anyway. I will, in fact, keep mumbling to myself as I set this up. We'll decide where we're going to put the capping mushroom. There. So, good, and good, and good, and good. I think we have a unit, right? This is our unit of making oleochemicals. And then it's going to be, some's going to be out, some's going to be in. So right now we need lead in and we need sporopollenin in. And then we're going to jump down here and we're going to think about this for a second. This is Armac, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're even simpler, right? I think so. Because Armac, right there, you need ammonia, and you're mostly just, you need some lead, and you're otherwise a liquid-liquid transformation. And you're real fast. So fast, but it gets used in 1-to-1. So yeah, I kind of do have to do a double space right here. So, okay, so just like that, and then I guess we're not going to have a lot of room here, huh? You're going to move through. It's going to be like this and like this. No, it'll probably be... Oh, yeah, this is going to get oogly. So we can do that and make decisions that way. VV. Then pick you guys up. You go in the center-ish? So-ish? These guys go up and these guys go down. Well, actually, these guys just connect up right here and it's fine. So, yes, I should be lining that up specifically. And then I don't have to worry about this, right? Yeah, that's slick. That shows intent. That's a monkey brain working right there. Okay, good. So we have an Armac facility. We have oleochemicals. We have left room for a via. We'll leave room for vias, and we'll leave room for beacons. Just gonna center it a little bit. Try to center it on the logo. So this is kind of a waste of space. That I think I probably can shove in a third, and I wonder if I'm going to need so much Armac. I'm going to need more, well, maybe not. Probably going to need more Oleochemicals. Alright, and you can be down here. We can have a lead line, and we can have a Sporopollenin line. And that should probably be lined up. Alright. I don't know. Should be an equal distance. That looks a little wrong. And that's lined up really nice with that bottom. That's a different distance right there. Oh, it's also awkward. Am I out of windmills again? It's unacceptable. Alright, so what we're going to do is this. Sporopollenin right here. We do the standard. Comes over. Obviously it doesn't go right there. It's centered. Just as obviously that goes right there. Okay, great. We are beginning to understand what must be done. So Sporopollenin will be right here since that's the northernmost. Cut you guys. Pull you over basically as hard as I can. While still leaving a via. That's pretty good, right? I don't know if we have enough logistic space here. Well, we'll see. Because this guy's going to split right here, and then it's going to come up to right there. So we'll leap, and then that'll come over. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, that works. So next up, you turn our bots off and make sure we have this spaced correctly. So we have to leave a via. Not right there, though. Oh. Wow. We don't have room. Well, we can do a half row, right? Yeah. That's good. Okay. This is alright. We have to clip some things, of course. That doesn't have to exist. And you don't have to exist. But otherwise, this is pretty good. I really should have, once again, lit it up first, but I get so excited. Do this. That's everybody. Yeah. So I should definitely send out the whales now. Start worrying about how I'm going to store this. Sporopollenin whale. We have to do whale hungry. Then I want you to go get Sporopollenin. You're probably going to have to be kicked. And the other whale is probably going to have to be kicked. Fill cargo. Come right here. Empty cargo. There you go. Off you go. Off with you now. Wasn't that Dataluma said? Right there. I don't know why that fact lodged in my brain. We want to go get lead plate. Lead plate is right here. Oh, wait a second. I want you to fill your cargo. I want you to come right here. I want you to empty your cargo. Yes, I do realize whale hungry. Okay, go do that. That will work like so. You need one right there. You need one right there. That's okay-ish. In aspect, in part. For a reason, in a place, in a time. You'll be okay. Alright, so and we didn't hook up anything over here, really. We just hooked up one thing. So, time to call on our friend the Chavs. Hopefully there's enough of them still working. Give me requester chest. I want you to give me ammonia. Actually, where is ammonia from here? I could run these pipes. Do I do that? Actually, we have an ammonia line right here. Do I just go without Chavs and use and consume some? Here, let's do it with Gobachovs first. And if there's a problem, run direct lines, right? Does that make more sense? I mean, does that make any sense? Oh, the Lettusaur is here. How wonderful. So, ammonia. Ammonia, right there. In quantity, lots. Bang, bang. Come to me. And that means I'm also bringing in the refined syngas like this. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Requester chest. Bang, bang. Refined syngas. You come in, you come in. Then, right there. Perfect, right? Perfect. Alright, so that should be coming in. Just hook it up now, right? So, I guess this is where we put our mushrooms, eh? Well, no, we should work on this. So what we need to do is not obvious. Guess what we have to do is this, and it's not elegant at all. That second hop. Here, we're doing this. I'm sorry. We can't do this. The lines are too bad. The feng shui completely off. Alright, so like this, and then you come over like that. Perfect, right? Then like this. Fewer bends, more better. That's the official, that's officially how things go at my factory, in my school of life and design. Where the two are the same, you know? Oh, it's quite a lot of Sporopollenin. How is Renea holding up? Still have tons and tons and tons on the belt. Tons and tons and tons and tons. But we're going full speed. Maybe I didn't overbuild. Maybe I built appropriately for this exact point in time. Anyway, what else do I have to do? The Chavs are bringing in chemicals. Oleochemicals definitely need to go in tanks. So I guess we hook this up. We have the ability to do this. Here, let's do this right here, right? Use the internal line for this, and then the external line for the oleochemicals, right? Oh. Alright, that's ugly, so we're not going to do it. This is how we live our life. Oh, ugly. No, take it away. And right there. And right there. And I guess we'll do it by hand. Oh, you need to be V'd. Or H'd, rather. You are facing the wrong way, which is just not right. Okay, so this should be happening. How are we doing at Gorbachev Central? Yeah, stuff is happening, I suppose. Do I see any Chavs on the way? I see one going away. Flying in the other direction. Oh, someone delivered ammonia. That's nice. Is no one actually delivering my refined syngas? Which would be unsurprising, but sad. Wonder why. Okay, we have a whole conga line coming. Someone took flue gas. Flue gas is just an issue. Alright. Refined syngas, and no one got any. Okay, that last guy got some. So these guys, there's a problem. There is 100% a problem in the world. Ah, I have to fix that. I have to just buckle down and dedicate myself to fixing that at some point. Alright, so you're almost ready. Just don't think about it. And then you'll get this. Then the ammonia has to get in. So we still haven't done this. Oh. Well, okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. It's all going to be fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Everyone is fine. There, and then right there. We're doing one of these. You are in need of being V'd. 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 Maybe I should go get the other mixers and all the other stuff. It's right there. Ammonia line here. Then right here, of course. I suppose we keep the pattern, even though it's slightly wasteful. Keeping the pattern is more important than being perfect. You gotta go there, you gotta go there. You gotta be H'd. H'd and V'd. Embarrassing. Also, uncomfortable. Right there, right there. So, I guess we get we utilize the via right here. I mean, it's what it's for, right? And we hook in the ammonia, like so. Very neat, very tidy. A few turns. Alright, you got that. That's coming. And now we need Armac for export. Oh, what's going on here? This is not what I want. On the upside, the syngas arrived. Alright, so that was just a mistake. That's fine. Alright, let's go get some biofacts and some mixers, right? And then after that, spore collectors again. I'm going to be doing that for a while, just shuttling back and forth. So mixa. I thought I picked up enough mixas. I did not pick up enough mixas. Biofact. I don't know how many. I only need one, right? So no need to take so many. Alright, so good. Everyone just be calm. This is construction in progress, friends. This is how construction goes. Alright, so right here. By a miracle, I navigated to the correct place. So, Sporopollenin still not here to kick off this entire party. We can start collecting together the chemicals. Actually, let's go fetch windmills. I don't want to look at these blinky purple shame. Oh, wow. We're wrecking the sea. Or, the biters are having a negative impact on the environment. This is a biter problem. They are coming to the sea and they are aggressively relieving themselves into it, causing this distinct greenish coloration. This is unsanitary and disgusting. And there must be a... Oh, wow. This is how you know something's gone right in your life. 80 windmills waiting for me. Oh, that's gonna... And there's no... Like, we're out of windmill debt. That's so glorious. Absolutely fantastic. I have too many in my inventory right now, and that's going to lead to problems, and I can't run straight, and that's leading to problems every second of my life. but I have lots of windmills, and that's like the opposite of a problem. All right, so Oleochemicals and Armac, neither one are headed to a good destination right here. I guess oleochemicals come up to this rail and then straight over and then try to find the bottom right here. So we'll do this backwards. This is primary oleochemical production, so it has to be regulated. So what I want to do is pick up this, and then try to find out where the spacing should be. It should be one off the bottom. Right there. Excuse me? What? What? Question mark? What? What is this? Okay. I don't really care that it can't be rotated, friends. I just want you to copy and paste. Oh, this is a bug. Alright. Okay, I accept that I'm going to have to update the mods again at some point. Which, you know, terrifying. I can't even force build. Oh, that's rough, friends. So it should be like this. Alright, you're not even lined up. Oh, this is so tough. So it has to be like this. It's one off the ground, right? I don't know. Why can't I do the thing? And that's like a very important measurement tool that I'm losing right now. Here, let's fill these in and then use that as the measurement tool. What do you suppose the problem is here? Now can I copy paste you? Are you different? Alright, that looks okay. This is definitely not okay. Oh. So there's some legacy version. That's weird. That's really strange. But okay. Alright, well I might as well figure out where Armac's going while I'm here. The best place for it to go is down here and then just at the bottom of the stack. Is this anything? Yes, it's just random chemicals. So Armac goes into the random chemical bin. No, wait, Armac is a additive only. It's an additive, so it's it does not get that thing I just said that would be. That's right. So right here, I don't know if we can get over. I don't know if this can be done. This seems like we're misaligned. Or formaldehyde is misaligned. Which is like, okay, we are in the realm of terrifying, intrusive thoughts now. No, oleochemicals is one up. Okay, that's our problem. Okay, good. Glad I looked. Glad looking's good. I like looking. I look good and I like looking. Alright, so that goes like that, and you will be oleochemicals. And we can't use that because it is already taken. We can probably take this line, right? Let's find out if that's true or not. Oh, this way. And then just run with it. Straight across the base. Maybe like that then. Maybe try to hit the in-betweens. Oh, yeah, it does matter. Okay, good. Then how close are we? Probably not at all. The base is large, and it's going to get so much larger. Like, we are nowhere close to being finished. Oleochemicals are right over there. Got it. Good. Good. And it will be added to the biofluid network off of, oh, we've gone too far. So you come up to here, and you just get added in. Great. So I want Sporopollenin to ride. It's time. Go empty that cargo. And then I'm going to kick the other whale too, don't worry. And we're going to see this thing go, and we will have made 3 chemicals today, which is great. What I want to do right now is this, and we need provider tanks. Here, we gotta get rid of this stuff first. Into the whale. You will insert yourself into the whale. Then Armac needs to be linked up, of course, which I should have done before, but you know, lazy is. So like that, right? That is about perfect. If I could click on that properly. So hook you up, and then ugly, ugly, hateful, false. Right there. Okay, so good, right? We are doing good. And then we just hook up the Armac right here. And we're done. Once I kick this Sporopollenin whale right here, go empty your cargo. We should see this entire machine kick to life. We should be making... Oh, where's the... Where... Should you not have... Okay, but you don't, because we don't cross over. Which we will do right here. Mistake on my part. Easily corrected. Alright, there we go. Now all we need is oleochemicals. This is very light and airy. We're gonna beacon the absolute snot out of this one day. Alright, good. Then on the belt... You don't have refined syngas? Question mark? Well, this is why we test. Alright, so now you guys are going. This is good. There's distinct motion constantly and obviously happening when the machine was working. This is what I want to see. And just pumping out oleochemicals, and now we're pumping out this additive. You can be prodded. You will be prodded to hell. Absolutely. Why aren't you going? Because you have ammonia in the oleochemical line. And I see exactly where that's coming in. Pump. So I guess we can't do it this way. It's going to be really tough to get rid of, isn't it? Let's just leave that there for a second. So our problem is we did this and this was wrong. Alright, so it's getting better though. What I want is to hook this up ever so briefly. Then pull the plug. Right. And now I've got oleochemicals in the other place. Oh, because the pump was on. Get the pump going the other way, boys. And there's just kind of no win in this one, right? Why is Oleochemicals completely full? That should not be happening for a long time. Oh, because you were never hooked up all the way. Got it. Understood. Makes sense. This, once again, is why we test. Because nothing is ever right when it should be right. There we go. Now we going again. Why are we still? Because did I not? Oh, okay. Then I made it worse. And then I made it worse. And then I made it worse. Alright, we have finally cleared that out. Get rid of the pump now. Okay, great. We did do this in proper hard mode style. So what we need to do is pull you up. Put this back down. And then Oleochemicals back in. Then we're getting there. We are 100% getting there. Then you have to come over here, this up. You have to, and then Oleochemicals in, and now we have to. We've done again. No, we can flush that. No, wait, don't flush that. What's going on? Like this shouldn't be, right? Flush that because it's so small. Then like this, and that connects over. I guess it was that's what we should have done in the beginning right there. Let's pretend that's what we always did. That was the plan. Alright, so go to the big list of stuff that matters. That's been holding these goals for a very, very long time. Armac checked off. Oleochemicals checked off. All we have to do is petroleum sulfonates, and then we're kind of full up, aren't we? Now you're missing oleochemicals, and you are missing refined syngas. So we may, in fact, need to run a pipe. But, I mean, we failed first. It's a fairly intensive process, right? Are you doing the refined syngas? No, you're doing syngas. And the chavs, there are all sorts of problems. Oh, look, again, a full flight coming off. These guys don't have any place to be, I suppose. So, I guess I'll put up another house for them. Because God knows that can't be healthy for the system. Alright, so I'm going to have to debug the hell out of the biofluid network. And it's going to become more and more important coming up. Okay, I guess. I suppose this is the life that I have chosen. Are you still hooked up? Good. One more. Alright, so now you guys should have homes, right? Or are you just gonna derp around? I have to be so careful. No, the derping is just how they roll. How is this happening? Okay, pick all you up. And I should be able to just put you in here, right? Here, this is your new house. New house. New house. Maybe this is okay? Are you all hooked up? Yes, you are all hooked up. And we're gonna have to rebuild all of this one day. Yeah. All right. So experiments shall be, and I am not above uh, actually editing the biofluid network to make it useful for my purposes. So this will work one way or another. All right, excellent. So now we need petroleum sulfonates, and that's the only goal for today. Maybe we'll do that in the shale oil area. Sulfonates. You are pretty easy. Hydroxide, crude oil, sulfuric acid, saline water. And you make a ton. And you make it fast. And you make it in a rectisol, which is going to be awkward. So I guess you make it... It's good, because your building is so weird. Where is the rectisol? Oh, do you need heat? Do rectisols need heat? Who knows the answer to that question? Who knows what a rectisol actually is? It doesn't sound real. Was that it? No. Rectisol. Rectisol. You are in coal processing, just like everything else. Rectisol. You? Here, let's take 3 and see if we can make 3 work. Rectisol. Looks like an oleochemical plant. Isn't. Oh. You're kind of tiny. You could be anywhere. And you have a very, very strong recipe. So I guess, let's take a look at it again. Sulfonates. Sulfonates. You only make this, and the sulfonates are only used in this recipe. This is its only use, and it uses only 50 at a time. So this actually doesn't have huge demand on it. So where do we have just like a scrap? Like right here. This is a good place to use this. Add to that area. Oh, we should probably check on our rums. Like, how are our rums doing? Oh, we have to go. Well, they're slowly pulsing. So that probably means something, right? We have slow pulsation in the arum fields. And down here, we are slowly picking up the seeds. And one day, right? Yeah. Looks like it's going to take a long time to get through all this. Which is fine with me. How is the stack over here? So yes, we have Yotoi aloe seeds, and they are slow to produce. The Yotoi aloe, not so slow. And then arum's very slow, and everything else. We have a salad bar to be proud of. What was I doing? I was wandering this way. We were going to make a whole lot of petroleum sulfonates. We were going to do it in the place where we were getting rid of residual gas. That's what I was looking for. How is the residual gas buildup over here in arum land? We have... It's being removed. Okay, great. I suppose the other way to check on this was to see how many products were made on these buildings. Which, I'll do right now. You have made... 200 products each. Okay, so yes, it is actually working here, and we probably don't have to think about it anymore. All right, another caravan. This is for petroleum sulfonates right here. I think that's the best place to put it. So we're just going to cap this off, and we're going to put down... I guess I need another rectisol, huh? I am the most disorganized engineer. Do not go into any building I make. Do not ride in an elevator I inspect. Do not take my advice on how you should landscape your backyard, or even don't let me build a sandcastle. It won't go well. You would be shocked at how not well it can go. Oh, I also have to hook up oleochemicals. I suppose the downside of all these little additives I have is I don't have monitoring for them. That's probably going to be an issue at some point. So we snuck in oleochemicals right here. It is in first row. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Bottommost. 2, 3. Bottommost. And then up here we have this stuff. Yeah. You are oleochemicals. Right there. Right now you are doing just fine. So, great. I think I no longer know where I'm going. Alright, so petroleum sulfonates. The rectisol times 4. I'm just going to leave space here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where you live. We actually fit in another here. Probably center it like this instead. Leave a via. Always leave a via. Alright, there we go. Sulfonates. You don't do much, do you? Like, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Yes, I am gonna do that. You just don't have a lot to do in this world. Alright, so we need sodium hydroxide, and then we have 4 liquids, so okay. We're gonna make my life a little easier and move over a bit more. And we're gonna have one thing in, and this is the beacon space right here. So we're gonna have arm in, arm in, arm in, arm in. And then we're gonna try to navigate this nightmare. Sound like fun? Come with me, kids. Let's navigate this nightmare. And you definitely have to be doing something like that. I don't know. Puzzle box from hell. I suppose that's probably best, right? And H. That's not right either. And H. That is finally right. Okay. We'll work with this. I need a soda. Soda obtained. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're nowhere... Not near any... Well, okay, we're near a lot of convenient stuff. Like, saline's up there, sulfuric's right there. We're still just going to import everything, right? So, crude oil... Oh, we're seeing it work. I'm just munching up that residual gas. Good job. Alright, so... We actually have... kind of competition for space here, right? Because this guy comes in, then put 2 empties right here, and this is oil, just crude oil. Well, maybe we don't do that then. Maybe we try to be a little more intelligent about this than normal, than requester. And we put double deckers. And then right here we try to do the other one. Only one of these is going to be a provider. And I don't suppose it matters which. Provider. Alright, so we want saline, crude oil, and sulfuric, and then we're going to export sulfonates. Alright, so give me saline. Right there, it's the S. Good. Give me crude oil. That's right. Give me sulfuric. And if this turns out to be a problem, I'll try to do something about that. Oh, I did it backwards. So sad. Great. Great job. Bang, bang. Done and done. And then we have whatever's out right there. And we have beacon space right here, and everything is great. I'm great, you're great, we are all great. Everything is great. And so, we'll do the last one first, which is not traditional. What's going on here? What are we connecting to? No, friends. No. No. Big ol'... Wait, that last one, yes. Okay. Glad I checked. Everyone else, no. Okay, and then we're going to come right here, and then block myself, and right here. There. There is the exit. There, right there, right there, right there. And perfect. I suppose I should task the dinosaur, and it's just going to be a caravan. I mean, obviously everyone's picked up on that, right? This is going to be a low throughput operation. Add destination, no. Add interrupt, dinosaur hungry. Add destination, go get me hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is classified as an earth product, I think. What did I classify sodium hydroxide as? Like the rows here aren't super duper strict. Ah, right there. It's a product of earth then. Fill cargo, add destination right here. I want you to empty cargo. Hate it how I can't feed them after they walked away from me. Okay, go do that. Then we'll have sodium hydroxide in. And I'm not even taking this seriously at all. I'm doing it like this. I'm pretty sure that's just fine, right? And sodium hydroxide. Why do we have cranes lifting in when we're just having normal things? Okay, this is... this is multimodal dumb, what I'm doing right now. So, okay. Let's try to think about myself in the future. Try to have pity on that poor idiot. Maybe I'm making a mistake not to be taking sulfonates so easily. Okay, so great. Crude oil has arrived. Saline hasn't arrived though. I wonder why. So I guess we do crude oil first, since it's right on the edge right here. And it makes it real easy to pull it down like so, right? Looks easy to me anyway. Then we will come up and over, and we'll hook it up like so. You will get this line and that line. Great. Crude oil exists. Fantastic, right? Alright, next up, oh, you have to go there, and then you gotta go right there, so... Still no saline here. Why do we suppose this is? You'll go right here, and we'll do our... We will use some internal lines. Why do you suppose saline has not arrived? There's probably a reason, right? If you dug straight into it, you would probably find a rational explanation as to why this is the case. But, for the life of me, I can't figure that out right now. Are we out of saline? No, we have tons of saline. Saline broken again? Can believe. Can definitely believe. We have plenty of Gorbachevs just hanging out. So saline broken. Can I do this? Go see. Do we have a flight just leave? No, we had them turn around. So it's like they saw it and then they decided not to go. Huh. Beyond weird. Absolutely 100% beyond weird. I have to dig into the code on this. So where are you guys going? You guys are my hope. Because if... What about the other saline water requesters? That's, here, I'm losing focus. Okay, right here. Are you gonna come get saline or are you just gonna go by? It's just gonna go by. And this one is picking up tar. So they just don't want to pick up saline water. Why is that? Why is it so weird? Like they're not having any trouble with the other chemicals. Is it polluted in some small way? That doesn't make sense either. Nothing makes sense. All is strange. Words not having the meanings they should. So I click on you, you have only proper product. I can't click on you to do anything. I put you back down now, and you fill back up. And did we... Yes, a giant swarm comes out. Again, it is not correct. Look at this. Look at this. When a fluid transfer job enters the system, it is not assigning it to a single pyanoport. It is assigning them to all the pyanoports, and that is clearly incorrect. This method assures that the closest one will execute. However, it does this at the cost of massive waste. Look at all these guys not doing anything. None of them grabbed anything. None of them were successful. Oh, man. Wait, those guys were. And they're going somewhere else. Look at this conga line. And there's more coming straight back. This is a disaster of a system. Alright, so upside. If the job goes to every one of the pyanoports, it means that the closest one will trigger, right? The closest one will get to the box first. But no, it doesn't even do it like that, because the closest ones, unless they were stacked on top of each other, didn't actually... See, the closest one, the ones that hit first, did not in fact do it. Oh, man. Yeah, I have to stop being lazy. I have to actually start taking care of these problems. See, that guy did it. That did it. Alright, so maybe we start making sulfonates off this. I don't know. But there's probably a pretty huge backlog of saline requests out there. So it may take quite some time to clear. So, oh, right there. We had a delivery. Just one. So I guess we take the small miracles where we can find them. Speaking of small miracles, let's see if I can figure this one out. We should just go up right here, even though it is oogly, because we are in the pattern of oogly right here. Okay, right there, right there, right there, right there. And good. And saline is arriving. Okay, so we're probably seeing 2 or 3 problems stacked on top of each other, right? The most important thing is, God, this is fast. And it's used, it makes, every time it runs, it makes 8 of what is actually necessary. And it can be prodded. So this is all I'm going to need. Sulfonates checked off. And with that, we have finally cleared the way for doing iron ore processing in order to make iron plates in a correct fashion. It took us long enough, right? So, but good. We did 4 things today. And that's pretty much my goal, right, for a normal day. Put out 4 new products. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. What I need right now, though, is to go distribute more spore collectors to the Sporopollenin maker. Like, I wonder if the job to deliver those saline, like the job is tied to the chest, the provider chest, and by picking it up, I clear all jobs, and the jobs are getting stuck in there somehow. That seems like sufficiently computery. That sounds like something that would happen. Let's go grab some more spore collectors, and let's. Oh, I should be here. Get to this. All right. See, like, just because I took the item doesn't mean the job went away. So the job is probably tied to the chest, and the jobs are probably getting stuck, which is why removing the chest fixes the problem. Does that sound rational? Or like, does that sound coherent? That's what I'll go for. Such a pleasant humming sound. Alright, so we actually put this all in place. Nice. And why are we backing? Oh, probably because it wasn't finished. See, we're moving smooth right here, indicating that correct ratios were maintained. Alright, so this is good. I mean, how are we doing on Renea is another question. You are not going. Why? You have no course fraction. That's because it's all getting used because we are stuffed full of Renea on the belt. So yeah, we're still overproducing. It filled up the buffer that was this belt, and now a lot of these guys can't go. So yes, we can support this as is. Once again, showing that I really overbuilt Renea. Alright. But the good news is, I think we're done for the day. Let's go... So what's going on here then? Is it just using so much flue gas? It's like 13 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32. Is it just not enough? I have to bring a pipeline up essentially? I mean, I'll do it. Especially if it means... See, it's going ever so slowly. I think I do have to bring up a pipeline for the phytoplankton. And that's fine. This should be proven by visual confirmation like this. So let's just review what we've done. We have identified a Gorbachev problem. We've seen it with our own eyes, our own meat eyes. We put in oleochemicals, which are full up, right? That's what this means. No. They're not full up. We don't have the syngas, which is, again, the biofluid system just thrashing. Because we surely do have that syngas, right? Right here. Yeah, biofluid system thrashing around. We're not going to worry about it now. We are not even full up on Armac because of no oleochemicals. But we have a tank over here of oleochemicals, right? And that has some in it. All right, so next episode, I think we move all this. Like we're gonna move from this style of processing over to this style of processing, you know, the head in from the top, or I don't know. Like there was another experiment I was doing somewhere. Anyway, we have to really rethink it. And I think they all have to be moved. I think I remember that. And then we put in as much of iron processing as we can. We probably have to start off by, well, I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to have to do here. It looks like we are out of iron ore. Ah, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that just great? And this will actually get us steel too. We'll have native steel being made because at this level it's just super easy. Not super easy, but just obvious. Here, we should take a look at that. Steel. Steel. We are at steel processing, steel stage 2. So we're just stuck on this. I think we're going to need an oxygen line. We use so much in so many places. Did I happen to do that before? It sounds like we have a hot air line here. We're going to bring in an oxygen line as well. And this is where we start really chowing down on, we start really needing oxygen. I mean, so it's fortunate I left this block entirely open, right? Wonder what's going to happen here, eh, boys? Oh, oleochemicals isn't regulated. It's a lot of problems. Iron ore, flashing red. Just don't look at any of that. I didn't regulate oleochemicals. It's a primary producer. So, where is it? Where did I do this thing again? Who was paying attention when I did this? Can you quickly travel through time to tell me where this is? All right, right here. Need to be regulated. Right there. And underflow less than 20. Okay, good. So, now we're ready. All right, let's do recap. Put myself in the center. So hard. Maybe I look at the south base. Go look at the bees. How are the bees doing? Still going. No queens in the box. We're down a queen. So we're back down to 2 queens. And in our emergency, we are not gaining queens, even though we are running both of these guys. It's like 2-3-1 on the queen counter right here. And we have tons and tons and tons of nests going there. Nestus maximus. The eggs are backing up, so that's, I mean, what you want to see. So there's no problem in the hive, except that we don't have quite the buffer that we want. And so I guess we just have to suck that up, right? Alright, so windmills are obviously doing great. Are we making whales? Are we making science? Yes. Good. And then whales are made right here. 11 whales. Alright, that's a good number of whales. Alright, now let's do recap. I have confidence in the world now. I believe everything is going to be okay. Zoom out. Take a nice uniform screenshot. Getting the proper level of zoom is the entire battle. Alright, screenshot. What did I do today? Well, today was the completion of an extremely long arc. When I set down the base right here in the center, I knew the mall would go here, and I had to figure that out. And I knew material sorting would go here, and I had to figure that out. And it was just like all sorts of just base stuff here. And I knew primary ore processing was going to go right here. And the first ore to process is obviously iron. And to do iron, I didn't really want to take half measures, even though I ended up doing half measures. I wanted to do the complete, most modern, bestest, ultimatest, the istest of all isting iron setups. And then for that, you need a whole bunch of additives. So I made a list and I tried to find a way forward to get to all of that stuff. This is the result. From that initial plan, all of this has occurred. Now we have taken detours. We didn't really have to do rubber. We certainly didn't have to do glassware. We didn't have to do all of these plants. But like once you start on a block, you want to finish the block out. So you don't want to put down just one plantation. You want to find a system that works and then just copy and paste it over and over again, which is what we did with all these plants. And so now we have Rhenea, and now we have Sporopollenin being made in fairly large amount there, which allows us to have a independent source of plant-based oleochemicals, because I really don't want to deal with the byproducts of animal slaughter right now. So we're just ignoring that part of the game. And so I'm trying to keep spoilage to a minimum at the moment because my plans for dealing with it have not been tested. But we put in 4 things today. So we put in Sporopollenin right there. We put in oleochemicals. We put in Armac, which is an important additive for iron processing. And we put in Petroleum Sulfonates, which is another additive for iron processing. And with those things, we are now ready. Tomorrow is the big day when I start making decisions that will affect basically everything else right here. I got to get this planned out really right. Like, the pressure will be on, friends. And then we're going to extend this down. We're probably going to pave a bit more. We're going to get all the way to the bottom. And then lastly, we're probably going to have to crack open an iron ore vein like this, because we don't have enough iron ore. Like, we've just utterly wrecked this place. I suppose we can start taking this stuff. It's going to be so much more efficient once we're actually processing it the whole way. Like, don't touch this. It's going to just be in the way. This one, ironically, might be able to be used because the mall isn't going to grow for a while. That one's not bad either. Like, if this is okay, that is okay. Anyway, I got iron ore options. This is going to get paved over. Don't look at that. And I will eventually get here. So I don't know what I want to do next. Anyway, I don't know. We did real good up here, though. Very happy with this. Putting 4 new products in every episode is progress that will rapidly get me caught up, and then beyond caught up, because we're already producing products up here that aren't being made in the South. So anyway, great work. Down the South, don't know, barely did anything. We had 80 windmills waiting in the box, though. That's perfect. Any day. I will happily pick up 80 windmills. Other than that, Hive hasn't died again. Yay. And I think I'm probably going to run a molten iron pipe down to feed this to keep it going. Or maybe not. I don't know. We're almost at the point where the north base completely eclipses the south base. But whatever, I'm done now. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.